Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday, the happiest of Tea Tuesdays, and we are rounding the corner on January and getting ready for February next week. So that is pretty exciting. We are 1 month down, 1/12 of the way there. We are doing it. We are moving and grooving, and we're having a great time. Emma, we missed well. Oh my goodness. Hopefully, we will be able to see you soon, but hope that you're doing well and having a great time. Hello, Brian. I don't know why I wave like this, but here we are.
Like, that's fine.
I love it. Um, I feel like oh my gosh, what is his name in Pirates of the Caribbean? Um,
Davy Jones.
Davy Jones, yeah, because he has those on his face. Uh,
Yeah. I don't know if this was already said because there's always a little bit of like a delay when I'm watching and then I join live. There's like 2 or 3 seconds of tea that I miss, but we miss you too, Emma.
I did say that, but you know what? It bears repeating.
Okay, good. I missed it because you were very good about like seeing the comments, but also I was like, I can't let that go unnoticed.
That is important. All right, Brian, are you ready to spill some tea and we'll chat about what we've got going on and all of that fun stuff?
Yep, my tea's at the perfect temperature. I'm ready to be sipping on it.
Love that. Here we go. Welcome to Tea Tuesday. I'm Justin,
I'm Brian.
and here's the tea this week at Elm. So good. The
Love
best.
it.
Love me some tea. So the first thing that we'll talk about is this past weekend we had our first ever show of The Lasting Laugh, which is super exciting. We had it hosted by the wonderful our local comedian and Elm Street favorite Jessica. It's all good, and she brought two friends with her to do some comedy for us. So that was really exciting.
Yeah, it was super cool too to be able to see how she interacted with the crowd during the intermission and get to see both comedians too and just the variance in their styles and it's something that I feel like we don't get a lot of up here, so it's super exciting to do that. But also what's super exciting is that streaming for 2 more weeks, which means if you're like, wow, I missed it, I'm silly. That you're not that silly because you can pay the $10 and you can get your link and you can put an HDMI cable in your laptop, put it on your TV, and act like you're there live. Except for you can get up during, and you don't have to wear a mask, and all those lovely things.
Right, you can pause it, like you can watch it as many times as you want. Like if you're like, wait, I need to take a listen and watch that set one more time. Let me just go ahead and rewind. Well, you're basically a time traveler at that point because with the streaming option, you have that ability to essentially like.
Yeah, we're full on like Harry Potter spinning the little necklace, going back in time. There's 7 of you in different places, all watching the comedy show.
Love it. Yeah. So, like Brian said, you can still get your digital ticket for that, and you can watch that as well as get your tickets through not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday, February 6th at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah.
So you are able to check that out. We hope you take advantage of that. And the cool thing is, this is becoming a series. So this is going to be something monthly that we are going to do that you can look forward to. You can mark your calendars. You can get your tickets all in advance for all of that fun stuff. We're finalizing all of our dates. I think through July. I think last time we had chatted. So you'll be able to check stuff out through July, and you can just get your tickets now and know you have them. And it's going to be a fun time, and we're going to do it just like we did it with this past Saturday show, where we'll have a limited in-person audience as well as a digital live stream option too. So you
Which I
have.
believe it's correct. This next one is February 13th, which is a Saturday, correct? I think we're robocall.
It is, yep, and that. Yep, that robocall was trying to be like, hey, can you give me some more information on the lasting laugh?
Well, girl, we got you. Next one, leave February 13th. Um, and yeah, that's actually the day after our next iThink Improv show too, which is so exciting.
So I mean, you have two opportunities, 2 days in a row to catch some comedy and different styles of comedy as well. I must say, because you know with I think it's more improv, it's improv comedy. So really it's based on who is there and suggestions and just kind of like the energy in that moment. Uh, and obviously with the lasting laugh, that's more of like a stand-up type style, and there is a little bit of improv there because just based on the energy of the audience, kind of what energy they're giving you, but their routines are pre-written and have a little bit of that like polished quality to it because they've been doing those sets for that long. So two different styles of comedy, and why not? It's super affordable, so you can go and have two nights of comedy in a row and feel good that you are supporting local as well.
Yeah, what's super exciting with that too is, if once again, if I remember correctly, before taxes and all those lovely things, it's about $15 for both nights put together, not separate, put together per person. It's about $5 for an iThink ticket and about $10 for a lasting laugh ticket, and that you spend more money at McDonald's nowadays. So like, just
True, no lies.
avoid the nuggets, avoid the Big Mac, and just like come support your local arts center. Like, why not?
It's so easy. It is so easy to do that. And speaking of, I think improv. So they also have a show this Friday. It is not going to be in person in our theater. It's going to be live via Facebook. So make sure that you are checking out our Elm Street Facebook page. If you have not already given it a like as well as a follow, be sure to do that because we post a lot of fun stuff there, and that's where we get to do some of our I think digital improv shows. We'll throw out different interviews and fun videos, fun content. Like the Bernie chair meme last week. Like, come on, y'all! You can only get that on social media.
That is very true. That is the only place you get the Bernie chair meme. Have you seen that they've edited the Arthur Angry Fist to include the Bernie mittens?
No, I didn't. That
Ooh,
is hilarious.
that's a great one too. Put your favorite Bernie meme down below.
Right? And I was going to say, Brian, I've been getting multiple requests from our fabulous community members who are involved with Elm Street stuff. And they're like, you need to do this, you need to do that. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like a round two may be coming that I might be throwing on our story. So get ready to check that out. And, we all could use a good laugh, right?
Requested more work down below. Make more questions. I want to see him just angrily making Bernie memes for the next 2 months.
And not even angrily. Like, I legitimately enjoy them because I get to just have fun. Especially because it's so specific to Elm Street stuff. I think that's the thing that is really fun because I get to be like, okay, how am I gonna make this work? In the context of Bernie sitting in his chair with his mittens.
So much fun. And the amount of Lantern Series artists we've had to show their album covers and things that their fans have made with Bernie in them. If you saw Sammy Ray in the fall, go see her Instagram. There are Bernie memes all over the place just from fans that were like, oh, you know what? Bernie going to be singing Jackie Onassis. Boop.
Well, and speaking of Lantern Series artists, Brian, you shared this with me, I think not too long ago, about our first Lantern Series artist. Once it gets a little bit warmer in March, time for 3, they just announced a super cool like piece of news of like something that they were involved in. Do you want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, I don't remember the movie's name, so I might be doing some research at some point while you're talking. But they helped in the soundtrack for a indie film that's recently come out that we're super excited about for them, and they've just been like constantly pumping out music. If you're interested in kind of what they're about, they did go through a change at some point before we booked them in their style of music. So if you go on Spotify, look for any of the very brightly colored album covers with a hand doing a symbol of some kind, and like that's all their new music, and it's all extremely fun and kind of mesmerizing and so chill, but also like there's so much I don't know, it's one of those things that we saw them twice and we were like, wow, we have to book them. Like most of the Lantern series artists we try to bring in, we think like high energy, bopping, jump up and down, whatever. But this one, it's so insanely amazing and beautiful that you're just like the whole concert, like your mouth is just open. I mean, that way you can put more wine in, but your mouth is just open, just like really enjoying the music, and the voices are beautiful, the harmonies are great, the instrumentation is stunning. It's classical, it's pop, it's ooh, it's it's yes. Like we're so excited for it. But I'm gonna do that research about what the name of the movie is real quick. See, now I'm having a
Good.
lap. I got my light that Siobhan got me for Christmas.
Oh, very pretty.
I got everything I need.
Right? You are all set. Like you're dressed to impress and lit to impress. So
Oh,
you're you're just having a good time. So yeah, Time for Three kicks off the Lantern series for the spring season. It is March 27th, and they do a really, really neat blend of classical as well as with a pop sound as well. And so it's a trio. They also sing, which is really, really nice, and their harmonies are just like out of this world. And they do original songs, and I guess if you came to see Break of Reality, I feel like you would also really enjoy Time for Three. And a really cool thing, like I said, is Time for Three also sings too, and their music is really good. So like Brian said, go ahead and check them out wherever it is that you stream your music from.
and
You
now,
got it?
thank you for tap dancing. It's the original motion picture soundtrack to Land is the name of the movie.
Okay.
Robin Wright's directorial debut film. It's premiering next week at the Sundance Film Festival. So that's insanely awesome.
That is cool.
They were also working with, and I might butcher this, Ben Sollee. I'm assuming Ben, Sollee. Sollee would make the most sense to me.
I would agree with that.
And they did that completely remotely, and it's awesome. They're super excited, and I'm looking at it on the Insta right now. Look at that! Look at that cover.
Look
They
at
did
that.
that. They
Beautiful.
did that, and I'm proud of them.
Right. So I think once we're able to release, because I don't know how Sundance is like adapting, with COVID right now. I would imagine that they would be doing it virtually in some capacity with showing the film. But we definitely, I'm interested in checking that out once it's available for public release, and I know that we'll go ahead and share that info with y'all, so that way you can check out a film, an independent film too, which is really nice, and then also get a taste of the insane musical ability that Time for Three has.
Faux show.
Faux show. Nice. So yeah, we got the Lantern series kicking back off, and yeah, basically 2 months, which will be here before we know it, which is pretty cool.
My phone hit the music play button.
I was like, I heard something. I was like, I don't know what that is.
I'm just vibing.
You know what? We all are, and that is a great thing to vibe. That is the verb.
Here comes chaotic energy.
You know what? That's where we are. I don't know if my brain is going back to Spanish class in high school and like conjugating verbs, all this stuff. I want to know like what because I said to vibe. So I wonder like what is like the Spanish verb to vibe? Is it like vibar? Because AR, ER, IR. I think I'm remembering all of my Spanish verbs from high school. It's been a hot minute.
Girl, I had to take Spanish in college, but I took French in high school, and I kept getting them mixed up when I was taking Spanish, and I'd write whole essays. My Spanish teacher would be like, "What does this word mean?" And I'm like, "Something in French, I promise you."
Look at you. I did not have to take any foreign language in college because I got through all of my requirements in high school because I took AP, and I do not remember most of my Spanish anymore, which is sad. I feel like I could probably pick some stuff up. I'm a little rusty. Are you finding the verb?
Yes, it is para vibrar.
Vibrar?
Vibrar. Hold on.
Like vibrancy?
Para vibrar.
I did not do well in Spanish.
Okay, so we can take off the para because that's really
Correct.
unnecessary. So it would be vibrar.
Correct.
Vibrar. I can't roll my R's.
I can't either.
I'm really bad at it.
Oh,
I can do that. I can go okay. I can do that, but that is about it. A wild Cardi B. Could you imagine just Cardi B just coming into the office? I would be about it. I would die if Cardi B just showed up. I feel like she would like fully be part of this chaotic energy.
Oh yeah,
that's happening, and I'm about it.
We'd have Cardi B for the Lantern series. That's exactly what would happen.
Love it. So yeah, I'm trying to think. We got the train has left the station, y'all. That is the chaotic energy that I could not hear you.
The train just turned into an airplane. Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, it like left the tracks and went skirt.
I gotta go. Oh goodness gracious! And that reminds me, I want to watch. How was it? I think Pixar. Pixar. Pixar's Planes. Because I think it was one of those movies that Disney was like, no, we're not putting our name on it. Pixar, you get to keep this and put that on your name, because they do that sometimes. They only add Disney onto the ones that they're the most proud of.
Yeah, they're like, oh, Soul, Disney.
Planes, Pixar.
They're like, is this going to change your life emotionally and make you cry? Disney. Is it just about talking planes? Pixar.
But apparently it is a series, because I've seen that on like Disney Plus. Like, there's multiple Planes movies, and so I'm like, do I want to go down that rabbit hole?
A show I think you would like that's on Disney Plus, because we've just completely devolved this. At least the first 3 episodes of WandaVision, because it has like that old timey, like it goes through like.
I've heard about WandaVision.
Yeah, it goes through different eras of like sitcom TV. So like it starts off in like the I Love Lucy era.
Ugh, I'm about it.
Like a little bit more modern, and like the next episode is like Brady Bunch and like that 70s show. Like, okay. It's a vibe. Like, it's just progressively going forward. And there's like a bunch of Marvel stuff, but like I think at least these first 3 episodes you'd be like, oh my gosh, I love Lucy.
I love Wanda.
I love Wanda. Anyway, Elm Street tea.
Right? Okay. So one thing I did forget to mention from this week is we have some pottery classes inside in the Kish Center. Very, very limited. I think we're limiting it to about like 4 or 5 students per class. But we have I want to say we have 4 different classes that are at different parts of the day, so they work really well with your schedule. So we have some for just adults 18 and up. We have some for like 15 and up. We also have some for 12 to 15 as well. So go ahead and check that out. They start next week, and you'll get like the supplies and everything like that. You know, you'll get to use like the pottery wheel and all that exciting stuff. And it really is, we're calling it clay for all. And so, you know, it really is, you know, you don't have to have any experience in making pottery. We're going to teach you. I mean, that's why it's a clash. That's, you know, you learn. And so hopefully, you'll go ahead and sign up, because that's just going to be something really, really cool. And part of our visual arts programming that is expanding as we're getting closer to grand opening of the Reeves House. So it's something really cool that you get to say, I get to be part of Elm Street history by being part of those classes.
Yeah, it's super cool. And honestly, like the amount of time I've grown up around here and like seeing the growth of Woodstock, and just to get to see like the Kish Center, functioning for its purpose. You know what I mean? Like, it's super exciting to go in and see all the work that's being done by the students, see the growth and my notification, and see the growth of our students. It's been super exciting to see what the online classes are doing. It's been super exciting to see what the in-person classes are doing. There's just so much happening. wasn't able to happen even a year and a half, 2 years ago. So yeah, that's super exciting. Be a part of it because like I would be, but I work here. So I'm like already here all the time. You should be here more of the time. Come be here.
Right? And then you have an opportunity to see Brian.
Yeah, you do. You have an opportunity to.
That's included with your tuition. Oh, goodness gracious, y'all.
Mm.
Well, I think that wraps it up for tea this week because train has gone off the rails. We have turned into a plane. We are flying, having a good time. So as a quick recap, now through Saturday the 6th of February. All right. Scratch that.
Rewind.
Erase the board.
That time
Erase
travel
the board. We're trying it one more time. Now, through next Saturday, the 6th of February, you can get your digital show pass to the Lasting Laugh that is hosted by Jessica It's All Good. And we have some great local comedians as well who are taking part in that. Stay tuned for us letting you know of other dates that are going to be happening through July. Then this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a digital iThink show that is going to be happening right on our Facebook page, Elm Street Arts. So go ahead and you can interact with that. That's going to be free, so you can just be like, I'm going to throw in a comment, and I'm going to get to see my comment be part of a skit or part of a game. Then next week, we have 4 pottery classes that are starting. So go ahead and sign up now so that way you've got it all taken care of, so that way you don't unfortunately get closed out of classes, because it is a very limited amount of students that we're taking per class to keep everyone as safe and as distant as possible. And then we've got our 2 nights of comedy. February 12th, we have iThink improvisation, taking your comments, taking your suggestions, making it all fun and dandy. Then the 13th, we have our next edition of The Lasting Laugh with some more stand-up comedy style. Again, hosted by the wonderful Jessica It's All Good and 2 different comedians. We don't know who those are yet, so it's going to be a really fun surprise, and you'll have to stick around and just check it out. It's going to be a mystery. And that's the tea. Sid.